All-Star voting format changed in 2013. 2 backcourt, 3 front court starters as opposed to the old 2 guards and 2 forwards and a center. Do you like that change, Shaq?
It's my fault, Ernie. You know, there's not many dominant big men in the league these days. It's a sign of the times, but it's my fault.
Would you like to see the center position back on the All-Star ballot?
Would you like to ask me why it's my fault?
No, I know why it's your fault, because everything's your fault.
No, it's my fault because I killed them all. But yes, I would love to see the center back. Love to see guys play inside, bump and grind, and dominate. But, as I said earlier, there's not many dominant big men in the league these days.
Thank you all for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. For Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Let's go out to Kevin Harlan.
This is it, the showcase for the absolute best of the NBA. The All-Star Game set to begin tonight. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcome everyone, this is Kevin Harlan.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951, and a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
Harden right side. Outside Curry. Outside Durant. Dishes it to Davis. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, it's always such a big to-do, a major event, a big-time happening every time the All-Star Game comes to town. Cities vie to host a big show, and it's a big boon to the local economy.
Yeah, restaurants, hotels, nightlife, it's one big celebration. And there's always that buzz in the air every time the All-Stars gather to play.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Curry, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Durant, and it's Harden in at the 2 guard.
Just a fun event to see so much talent here assembled in one place.
Well, it's really one of the reasons this weekend is such a fun time for the fans and really all of the NBA players involved as well.
And here's Lowry. James Harden getting it to go from deep. From 12 feet out. And Monroe with the basket on the assist by Drummond. Monroe's got his first basket of the night. East All-Stars on defense. Feeds to Curry. From the arc. Cut the bucket.
And we're seeing right here the defense is definitely optional.
Yeah, and we're seeing which option the players are taking.
Kevin Durant has set the bar pretty high with his scoring in All-Star games. He has averaged 30 points a game in his 5 appearances. And that's good for #1 in the history of the game.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 4-point game. Kicks it to Wade. And that one is stuffed right through. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And Durant, guys, not shy about slinging him up. 38 points on 27 field goal attempts in last year's game.
Yeah, it kind of felt like he was gunning for that MVP trophy. But the big thing with Durant, like LeBron, they love the All-Star game. They love to compete and play against the best guys in the league. They're not looking for a night off. They're looking to showcase their skills.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. And it's the East with the rebound. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I talked to Coach about All-Star Weekend, and he said it's been a blast hanging out with everyone in the NBA. Coach said, usually I'm staying up late and scheming ways to shut one guy down or take apart a defense. It's nice to have a breather and just have a little bit of fun. We couldn't agree more.
Thank you, Doris. On the money from 12 feet away. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Well, you know, he's obviously a very popular player, but look at the numbers for his team that he's put up this year. Just outstanding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Steve. He's been making it happen, clearly focused, and I know he's looking to continue that effort for the second half of the season as well.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Anthony's checked in for Drummond. Paul George comes in for LeBron. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Dwayne Wade. And here are the East All-Stars now. They trail by 6. Here's Anthony. Here's Monroe. Shoots over Griffin, and it's good off the glass. Monroe's got his second bucket.
He's getting his hands dirty right away by doing some battling on the boards.
Paul kicks to Nowitzki. Paul with the ball. Nailed from three-point land. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Anthony missing again. And here's Griffin. Left side, Griffin. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Butler against Iverson. Here's Monroe. Lays it up and banks it in. Monroe's got his third bucket of the night.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The three from Iverson. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got his third rebound tonight. Lowry passes to Anthony. Puts it up from 12. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
The three from Iverson, and that one's good. Iverson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. West All-Stars out in front. They're up by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
This Friday night, February 20th, the San Antonio Spurs go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Hoops.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And Kevin, both teams percolating now.
Yeah, those early game jitters out of the way, Clark. Both teams settling into a groove. Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format.
They've got Dwayne Wade. LeBron James is out there with Harris. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Irving at the 1. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. Wade dishes to Drummond. Just 4 to shoot. Wade kicks to James. Shoots. The basket good off the assist from Wade. LeBron's got the first basket of the second quarter for the East All-Stars. Here's West now. 6-point lead.
LeBron James has been an All-Star since his second season in the league. And this is his 11th straight All-Star appearance. He always gets after it. Goes hard even in the All-Star game.
And here's Irving. Cousins pulls it in. Now Durant. Here's Lillard. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Lillard's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Kyrie Irving grew up right across the Hudson over in New Jersey. Plenty of friends and family in attendance. I'm sure he'll be as motivated as ever to put on a show.
And Kyrie Irving has a history of showing up in these exhibitions. The MVP of the Rising Stars Challenge back in 2012. He put on a clinic. Remember shooting 12 of 13 on Clark. He made all 8 of his three-point shots.
Yeah, it was a remarkable performance, Kevin. And then last season, winning All-Star Game MVP, he went 14 of 17 and made half of his threes. This young fella appears to love the bright lights.
He feeds it to Drummond. Back to Irving. James kicks to Irving. Pass to Wade. James right side. Can't get it to go. Durant with some nice D. And here's the fast break. Here's Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guards. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the heap.
James and Durant sends it back, but he recovers it, and Drummond throws it down. And it's the West All-Stars ball. And Lillard kicks to Thompson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter. Point guard, definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Well, what's funny is that there are so many different types still. I mean, pure playmakers, scoring guards, do-it-all kind of guys. But, you know, now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. A 12-point game. And Drummond throws it down.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And here's the West with the ball. Lillard, the pass to Cousins. And he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Boy, the bucket's coming fast and furious.
All offense out there, but that's what this game is all about.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
New players in now for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Durant. Harden comes in for Thompson. Steph Curry is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Hayward kicks to Curry with the shot. Good on the jump shot. Curry's got 7 points.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Curry's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Upside Thomas. In the corner, George with it. Back to Thomas. Here's Monroe. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 8 points for Greg Monroe.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Harden's shot is off.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
The East All-Stars have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
For Paul George, an all-star for the last 3 seasons and a first-time starter in 2014. He's vaulted his name into that superstar category with his great two-way play.
Again, Curry missing.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Anthony with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Thomas, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Paul George, one of the top all-star vote getters for the last couple seasons.
Yeah, this star is quickly rising in the NBA thanks to his terrific work ethic and his unique skills. A nice line for the East last year in that all-star game. 18 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, and 2 steals. That kind of gives you the glimpse of the stat sheet stuffing capability of PG.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The three from Harden. And here's the East. They're on a 12-4 run. Thomas kicks to Butler. Anthony on the wing. Anthony left side. With 2 seconds left, it's tipped.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
And that concludes the first half. West All-Stars lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
Yeah, and Kevin, often the second half is where you see that intensity turned up a bit.
Well, yeah, the first half maybe a little more loose, and then the second half is where it can get more competitive once the game is on the line.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. Harden out there with Steph Curry. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Cousins in at the 5. Home in the paint.
Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
And good on the basket. Book it. And that's 10 points for Greg Monroe.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And here is James. He has 6. The 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
The shot by Curry, no good.
I think we've seen the defensive intensity start to ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. A little more effort here as the game has progressed.
LeBron dishes to Lowry. Passed away. The drive by Monroe. Soft touch off the glass. Monroe's got 12 in the game.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Harden kicks to Durant. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Curry with another miss.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
The dish now to Monroe. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And here we go with Steph Curry. He's got 7. Davis kicks to Durant. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Anthony Davis, an injury replacement in last year's All-Star game. And of course, it was played on his home court in New Orleans. And he played well in limited minutes, looking to make a bigger splash this time around.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Cousins. Griffin comes in for Davis. Allen Iverson's checked in for James Harden. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry. And Anthony Davis this time back on his own merits.
And he's certain to be a perennial all-star for years to come. His package is really high level from a skill standpoint. Some say he's already the 3rd best player in the league. And at his age, boy, his future is limited.
Lowry rejected by Griffin. And that one's good. Drummond. Now here's Paul. He has 5. From T. Iverson. And that one's good. Iverson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the West All-Stars. And Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
Yeah, I agree. You got to make sure you take your time, but start to be more effective and efficient with each possession. And you got to buckle down defensively.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. George is checked in for Monroe. Williams comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Irving subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. The West All-Stars with the ball. They're led by as many as 14 points. Durant, the pass to Iverson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Anthony's checked in.
Well, playing in the All-Star game, something to really be proud of. And, of course, the starters are voted in by the fans. The reserves are voted in by the coaches. Either way, it's a heck of an honor.
A shot by George, wide open. From outside, off the mark. Paul dishes to Durant. Allen Iverson on the way. Three-pointer. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Williams kicks to Irving. And there's the feed to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Shot's good by Williams. Steve, you talk about the starters and the reserves, unlike in regular games. In an All-Star game, everyone gets a chance to play.
Yeah, and I think the hardest part for the coaches, Kevin, is distributing those minutes because everybody is deserving. Everyone's a great player. And usually what happens is the starters get the most minutes because the coaches understand that that's who the fans have voted on there, and that's who they want to see.
Irving can't get it to go.
And a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Rejected by Nowitzki. And here's the fast break. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the West All-Stars up by 16. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us.
Coming up this Saturday night, February 21st, Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat. It's East and West. Be there.
Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A quick night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And the fans definitely getting top value for their money.
Yeah, always some great highlight reel plays with this all-star caliber talent.
Here's Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Monroe in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Lowry passes to James. He kicks it to Monroe. And stolen by Cousins. Here's...
That was awesome.
Look out below. And here are the East All-Stars now. They trail by 18. Lowry a screen on Davis. Here's Monroe. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one.
good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drops in the tray.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
Then you really notice it at that end of the floor, where they continue to get open looks and knock them down.
Off the pick. And that one comes up a bit short.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action. Woo-hoo! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Timeout called, East All-Star.
Well, it seemed slightly controversial when it was introduced a few seasons ago, but I think we can all agree now that the new flopping fines have been a big success. Flopping seems to have gone down across the board.
The East making a switch. Drummond's checked in, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
LeBron is doubled. Lets it go from deep. Good.
Well, we've seen that before. These two teammates hooking up. They've got a lot of chemistry together, no question.
They certainly do, and it's fun to watch. I mean, they really know what each other is thinking. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Wade. That's good.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Now here is Davis. From deep. And Steph Curry gets the three.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 19-point game. Drummond dishes to Lowry. And he gets the bucket. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. On the wing, Harden. Fires it up. Another miss by Curry.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And he gets it to go.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
He dishes it to LeBron. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Wade kicks to James. Lowry has the open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his third assist on the night. Harden outside. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. James against Durant. 4 on the shot clock. Curry with a wide open look. Nice shot from the wing. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Lowry kicks to Wade. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Andre Drummond. Harris comes in for Greg Monroe. Jaron Williams is checked in for LeBron. And it's Rose in for Kyle Lowry. Butler, he's checked in for the East. Harris kicks to Williams. Outside Rose. And he banks in the layup.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Conley kicks to Thompson. The tray. Count that one.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Rose passes to Williams. Dishes to Anthony. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
15 seconds on the clock.
Rose dishes to Williams. Butler sets a screen for Williams. Double team on Williams. Over Nowitzki. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
And the shot is good.
Well, I'll tell you what, since the beginning of the fourth quarter, the three-point shot has really just been there for them. Everything's fallen.
Yeah, the touch from downtown is right on point.
Williams kicks to Butler. Fades and shoots. Anthony missing again.
Defender had the position and the height. Even when you use the fadeaway, it's tough to overcome that.
Thompson for three. Out to Hayward from past the arc. Off on that one. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
Yeah, guys, I really like the way they gelled as a team out there. They'll take the bragging rights home